Een hele goede dag. Welcome to Amsterdam. Yes, that's right. World Tour Amsterdam about to pop off. 12 teams. 8 out of the 13 top squads in the world active here in the iconic, just iconic Westergas venue. You thought we did it big last year? We're just outdoing it this year. Look at the backdrop behind the basket. It's just incredible here. A sold-out crowd for 2 days. Weather doesn't matter because we got a roof on this building. My name is Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain. And I see they spelled my Instagram wrong. Let me correct y'all, at BASROZENAAL. That's where you can hit me up. You can see the shootout qualification in the background. But today and tomorrow are going to be lit. We don't just have men's games either. You got men's games, you got women's games, and we got a breaking competition. Now, of course, on the men's side, we're looking to see who's going to win the next Masters. This season has been all over the place. Several winners, multiple teams winning 2, and all of those teams present here. Look at the schedule so far. The Utsunomiya opener was Miami's, who got another one in Edmonton. Radomvares got one. Amsterdam picked up the Ulaanbaatar Masters. They got 2 wins. Debrecen and Chengdu. And Vienna just got their 2nd win in Wuxi as well. Who will be your next Masters winner as we go into this last stretch of the season? Amsterdam, and now we have a Masters up every week until the Hong Kong finals. Are you excited? I am. I know I am. These are your 12 teams representing your #1 team in the world. Made it here through a quest. Amsterdam, the home team, obviously. Utrecht is also a Dutch team that the crowd here is going to be cheering for. And this is your race to the final. In first right now. Vienna, after last week's win, in 2nd in the standings. Riffa having a great season. Picked it up after a sluggish start. Miami remain hot, even though they changed their lineup a lot. And then Lausanne and Amsterdam. And again, the top 12 will qualify to that Hong Kong finals at the end of November. These are your teams that are in right now. Things could change, though. And again, a couple of outsiders active here in this Amsterdam World Tour. These are your top players by ranking points. Take a look. It is so close. Strahinja snatching back that first spot from Worthy, who picked it up earlier in the year. But look at Majstorovic, still very close to Worthy. Brankovic as well, and Kojic, who's been tearing it up on the challenger end of the pro circuit this year, in 5th. So, all that come to shove, we got 40,000 on the line at the end of this tournament, and obviously bragging rights about winning in this venue. Meanwhile, we have a shooter that's very special. Look at him. He's got a disability, and he's out here competing in the shootout contest. We're very happy to have him here. Denis Agovic from Sarajevo, trailblazing the way. Just will not stop. Continues to try and excel. And we're very glad to have him on here and to have him try to compete here. Let's cheer Dennis on. Let's see if he can make a shot. The determination is palpable. What a warrior. And he's out here trying to compete in that shootout contest. He's going to need a couple makes. There's make #1, though. Let's go, Dennis. Try and make #2 here. He's got 3 Wilson balls left in the rack. This one a miss.
Here we go.
Just short. Let's see if Dennis can get the 2. He's got 1 already. I need y'all to give it up for Denis Agovic. The warrior coming through. Makes a shot. What an appearance. The crowd's cheering him on. And once again, what a warrior. All right.
Thank you very much.
Dennis
All right,
is out of here, and we are going to get in here an introduction to the rules with a fresh-faced Kyle Montgomery. Let's get it.
Which 4 shooters in advance of the fight? We got 3 shooters with 6
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. It's the official whistle right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a first to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
All right, take a look at the pools. We got #1 team in the world, Hushan and Ni, in Pool A, competing with Hangzhou, and again, hometown favorite Utrecht. And that is the pool that is about to start. So let's get you, actually, never mind. We're starting with Pool D. Switching up the schedule, I see. We got Riffa and Ljubljana stepping up to the plates for. They have never met on the pro circuit. Riffa, recent winners of the World Tour in Shanghai. So let's see if they can continue their hot form. Again, they had a sluggish start to the season, but they haven't been able to get back. They have been able to get back in form. They've been incorporating more movement as of late. And this Riffa squad is a squad to behold. And there he is, the centerpiece of it all. Must-see TV, Thibaut Vervoort, as my esteemed colleague, Kyle Montgomery, has stepped up to the plate. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle, what's good?
Boz, you know I wasn't going to leave you hanging, Boz. I thought we had a qualifying draw.
That's all right. We don't.
We get with the heavy hitters to start the day.
All right, yeah, definitely.
#3.
What's good?
Great. Back in the dam.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't get any better than this. 12 teams, 7 of the teams competing in this tournament would be in the World Tour final if it started today.
Yes.
I think it's the best Masters we have all year long. This environment is unbelievable.
It's nice, huh?
It's going to be an incredible tournament.
Look, I walked in here for the first time this morning, so I'm just as shook as you. Trust me.
And we got some women's series action going on.
Women's series qualifier. We had a game already this morning. That was nice. We got some breaking action as well, so we got 3 sports today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Dutch National Breaking Championship.
I did not know that, but I'll check that out. We got to work on our breaking, though.
Me and you? I'll break in half if I try that stuff.
The robot.
Yeah, I can do the robot. That's about it. Anything more, if you see me spinning on the floor, that's because I'm in pain.
What an incredible venue, man. This is next level.
Yeah.
Listen, when I say it does not get any better than this, I mean it fully. Competition, venue, location, DJ Laz in the building, Noah Lazarus on the mic. It's me and Boz, the voice in the mountain. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy to have you, as you know. And look, there's going to be some good games. 2 Dutch teams in the main draw, so that's always a big bonus. I think it's sold out both days, actually.
Oh, that doesn't shock me at all. The support that we get here in Amsterdam with the fans is always incredible. And obviously, with the field being as stacked as it is, I think this is going to be probably the most competitive Masters we'll see all year. This is literally anybody's tournament.
Yes, yes. But it's been anybody's season, though, if you think about it.
We've had 9 Masters, 7 different winners. Here we are heading down the back stretch. The only teams that have won multiple Masters are Vienna, and Miami.
There you go.
So, again, it speaks to the parity of the season and where the game is now as we see our 2 officials, Monik Malashevsky. And I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. You're supposed to take the high note.
My voice has been shot. I am free.
There we go. Deanna Jackson.
There you go.
To officiate this opener. Man, Riffa, I thought they were on their way to a title last week in Wuxi, and they gave them a big lead in the quarterfinals to Vienna, who came back and stole not only that game, but ended up winning the whole thing. I've been saying all season, Riffa's on the cusp. I'm shocked that they haven't won a Masters title yet. I wonder, could this be it? Because the defending champs, Vienna, aren't here.
No, but they've won, right? They won Shanghai. But look, what I was talking about is that Riffa, they started the season out slow.
Yes.
Right? They got their confidence shot a little bit by not making it to the Olympics as Team Belgium.
Yes.
And they couldn't get their movement up and running. They thrive on movement, especially must-see TV needs to have that Wilson zip from side to side of the court. He needs to have multiple screens. They found that recently.
Well, the question, they didn't play with Jonas Forts last time. The chemistry, if there's going to be a chemistry issue, it's going to be between Vervoort and my guy Jonas Art.
Yep.
They have to find a way to share the ball and keep each other involved in the game.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I think they managed that in certain tournaments, not all of them, but certain tournaments that they played with this lineup. I was looking at lineup data. This is actually the lineup that won the Shanghai Masters. And Forts, again, switching between being kind of a halfway ball handler to more of a screener in this situation. Yep. It's very interesting to me.
But the spoon that stirs the tea is obviously Dennis the Menace Donker, who got MVP at that Shanghai Masters.
Yes.
Now Forts trying to work the pick and roll here with Augustinian. And a foul will stop that. Riffa out to a 2-1 start. I tell you, whoever comes out of the smoke in this tournament, you will earn it. This thing is an absolute gauntlet.
I was looking at the preparations and trying to see who I thought was going to win what, and it was just a mess. Every team here can beat every team.
And we got all the big dogs. Brandon Barnes is back. Been waiting to see them. You got Paris in the field. Meantime, 2-piece. No biscuit. 3-3. Dennis will misfire from Tulane, but Augustinian, he's there to clean up the mess. Dennis the Miz had missed a bunch from 3 this year. He's made more 2s than anybody else in the league.
Yeah, for sure. He's been on fire. And then I think what I was going to allude to is the fact that the addition of Augustinian back from a knee injury, right, has been so incredibly important. He's been one of the players to unlock that movement type system with Brian DeVault going down with that injury.
Yep.
But he's upped his game a lot. He used to be aloof at times in the game, just maybe shooting too much or looking for his own shot. Now he looks very focused, very sharp. So
I like that word you used, aloof.
I tried to read the thesaurus.
Yeah. I see you.
I'm trying to get my difficult words out.
And how about Ljubljana making an appearance on the World Tour? I haven't even mentioned. And I think people forget just how impactful Ljubljana as a franchise has been in 3x3.
Yes.
They were giving the Serbians hell. In the early years, they won 2 World Tour finals.
The Slovenian dominance in 3x3 has been over for quite some years, but I'm happy to see some teams still active, especially named Ljubljana, because that was such a great team. Remember Birdman and Herzegovac.
Yes,
that was just
Alice Kuntz. Yeah, man. How about Rick Smaka? You remember? Rock
Smaka. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Tomo
Kajic.
Yeah, man.
That is, such legends in the game. And again, it's been a while since we've seen a dominant Slovenian team. These guys actually came up through the Nations League. They've been featured as the national team for Slovenia for a couple years now.
Yes, Stojan Dekanovic, Milorad Sedrovic, Jur Licin, and Jakob Strel.
Yes.
Representing this Ljubljana squad. But shout out to the Ljubljana legends, man. I tend to, when I talk World Tour, I talk about Piran a lot. You know, Gapi and Adin Kazgic and these guys.
Yeah.
But there was a whole era. And now they're trying to obviously make their way back up. They're rebuilding.
Both teams getting buckets like a hardware store.
Dennis the Menace up top, Haggy. Oh, little step back. Well, watch your step there, fella. Watch your step there, fella. Dennis is so deadly, man, for that mid-range. And that is a lost art in 3x3. Take advantage of those 15-footers, 12-footers if you can get them.
Yeah, and the best thing about him is he can create him off contact. So he'll dribble into somebody, step back, and then hit you with that midi. And it's almost a 100% shot for him, too.
And he's so consistent. Speaking of mid-range shooters, Brian Alberts, I think he's still kind of new to the game, but his mid-range game is nice too.
Yeah, and then I think for them,
he gave him a fake Gucci. It was missing a C.
But it didn't count.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah.
It was almost a play worth talking about.
Almost. Almost.
12-second shot clocks, 10-minute games. We are here in Amsterdam. Damn. Head down the back half of the season. Last year we were here, Amsterdam hosted the 100th World Tour Masters.
Exactly.
I still got the shirt.
Hey, me too. It's just medium though, so I don't wear it much. It's mostly my wife's shirt.
You tie it around you.
It's my wife's shirt now.
3 minutes in, 6-6 tie. Game 1, day 1. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain.
Gets into the key.
Lucky to get one up and in before the horn sounded. It ends up working out. Dennis coming around. Catch, shoot, slam.
He's such a consistent shooter, and again, he's up that even this season. He's getting to a ridiculous level, and I think, look, as we get an answer, by the way, Ljubljana up one. I think Favort being gone for a year has really enabled Donkor to become the player that he is now. There needed to be, so they would have juggled for position.
Yeah.
Now there's a clear alpha dog.
Well, yeah, there was a shift in balance, but it shifted because of what was being proven on the court. It's undeniable that Dennis Donkor is the key to the engine, right? He's what makes them run. He's the most disruptive player that they have.
Yes.
3 years ago, that was Favort. Favort was must-see TV. When he switched teams and all the things that happened, Dennis fully took over the keys, and I think the rest of the pieces fit really well around Dennis. Now Favort's more of a system guy. He's more of a role guy. He takes the shots when they come in the offense as opposed to them designing plays specifically for him.
Exactly, and I think, again, him being gone, Favort being gone for a year, make that an easy process. That otherwise it would have been a transition, juggling for that kind of that alpha spot. As you know, Favort kind of wanted that as well. Now he's again, you can really get him incorporated into the mesh of what they want to do. And I was talking to their coach. As you know, we don't have coach in 3x3, but they do have a guy helping them out.
Yeah.
A former player. And I was talking to him, and I said, what's the secret? And he's like, we've been using and adapting to more movement. We need more movement. We need more screens. Not as much as they did in the past, because in the past, they just went bananas with that.
Yep.
But again, having that Wilson zip around faster, using screens more efficiently. And I think that is the key to them being better than they were at the start of this season, for sure.
Dennis the Menace gives Riffa a 1-point advantage. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. They are one of the 7 Masters winners this year. Amsterdam as well. Ljubljana, Ronald Bauer's hop trends. Forts.
Off the spin cycle.
Spin move. Lay no good. Stays where it's at. Ljubljana ain't scared, Boz. They ain't scared. 2-piece from the corner. That one courtesy of set luggage.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this squad is actually pretty good. They've been active in 3x3 for so long, coming up from the Nations Leagues, playing in the youth tournaments, then going into the national team, the senior national team, They don't get a lot of opportunity to step out on the tour. They only have a few places where they can qualify, where they can travel to get a spot. They managed to qualify. They're showing out here early.
Yeah, first appearance on the tour this year. I think there's some freedom without that pressure. Nobody's expecting, and this is no disrespect, but nobody's expecting much out of Ljubljana. So you can just play freely. Oh, it's a foul down the 2-point arc. Must-see TV is able to draw the whistle. What'd you think about Boogie playing in Wuxi? You got a comment?
Yes, I do.
This has turned into a broadcast/podcast. We just
look. The man was eating on offense.
Yeah.
And he was only eating on offense. Let's just say that. He was incredible on offense, and as you know, I'm well versed with having an offense ran through a big guy,
yes,
as that used to be me. But
yes,
you can clearly see he exerted himself on offense so much that he got tired and he couldn't move on defense, so he didn't come out of the paint. Their strategy with Kelly running at every shot worked until Amsterdam decided to just shoot him into the ground.
Were we ever expecting Cousins to play defense?
No, not really, but it is needed to succeed in 3x3, although he's almost proved that it's not needed that much.
If you could score 10.5, 11 a game.
He was patting the Boogie, though. It was so good to see. Just angry all the time, bumping people.
Oh, man.
You see when he chicken winged Julian, and Julian started talking to him nicely, and he just kind of snuffed him off. That was funny.
He wouldn't shake Huffman's hand.
Oh, my goodness.
No, he's an intimidating guy.
Oh,
but,
yes.
Yeah, that was cool. That was, and I believe he will play in one more Masters this year.
Lovely.
Don't hold me to that, but I do believe he's got one more.
Somebody asked me, is like, would you have liked to go up against Boogie back in the days, and would you have stood a chance? And like, all right, well, first of all, I need some body pads if I wanted to go up against the guy.
I think if you got mean with him, that'd be a good battle. If you got mean with him,
it'd be a nice battle, for sure.
Donker is money in the bank. Another two-piece, 14 up. For Fort, trying to get a hand on it. Fort's now to the block. He'll turn around. Donker, good dive, good look. That's another thing that you gotta love about Donker's game, Boz. He's unselfish. He can score the hell out of the ball, but he doesn't mind passing it either.
Yeah, and the fact that, again, he's such a good shooter enables a lot of that because people have to respect him. They have to get to him.
Donker will get it back. Have they not learned their lesson yet? He is taking them to school. No lunch bag. Get out of the house. 17-14 to the roar of Dennis Donker.
Yeah, just to attribute more to Donker. He's also one of the nicest guys on the tour. I don't know if you've ever talked to him.
Love the Menace, man.
He's
so humble.
Such a nice guy. Yeah. He will always come up to you and say hello, ask you how you're doing, how the family is, even like that.
Yeah, good guy.
That's just cool.
And not a bad dancer, by the way.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I was shocked. The guy can actually dance.
All right.
Just a little random voice fact.
Yeah, I figured. That's knowledge I don't have.
So here's how the scoring has progressed through this first action of the day. No qualifying draw here. I think this is the first time this year we haven't had a...
I just said that's an obscure stat if ever.
Well,
I didn't look at that.
That's why I joined you a little late. I looked at the schedule and said, okay, we got the qualifying draw that starts at 11, main draws.
Yeah. I did check. I knew. But I think it's because, again, we want to have that kind of that inclusion side of things. We want to have that women's series qualifier just so we can show out that session. And the world's #1 Noortje Driesen active in that as well. We want to give the Dutch crowd some of that as well.
For sure. No, I totally understand. We got a packed schedule. By the way, Brody is back too. Brody's back. He told me Donker's got 13 points.
Oh, wow.
Donker's got 13 of Riffa's 17. The man is, I think it's an understatement to say he's on fire. What's hotter than fire?
Lava?
He's on lava mode right now.
Hands it off.
Approaching 3 minutes. Uh-oh. The minutes will give it up. Ljubljana is very happy about that, but the problem is he got it back. The man is an arsonist. This place is on fire. An inferno is what Donker has turned Amsterdam into. That's 15 of 19. He wants some more. Donker. Nearly win. But a 15-point explosion by the menace, Dennis Donker, to start this Amsterdam Masters. And he ain't done yet.
Must be because of the close proximity to Antwerp. I'm not sure, but this man is just going off.
This is crazy. Make that 16 of 20. This is a rare gem, people. You do not see a 17-point score very often in 3x3 in a game of 21. But if anybody can do it, it is Dennis Donker. He's got 16 after missing that free throw.
Think about it. This would be a tight game, but Ljubljana may be ahead if Dennis wouldn't be playing like this.
And Ljubljana's played a good game. Number 2 goes down. Get it to Dennis and get out the way. This, no good in the corner. I find him again. There they go. Right back. He's gonna get it to Jonas Forts. Jump ball to Augustine, no good. Ljubljana not dead in the water yet. As good of a game as Donker's had, things like that will help. There's a one-possession game. Riffa can end it. Looking for Forts. Forts gets fouled.
That's going to be a foul.
Whoa.
They got a piece of the arm.
So Forts can end it at the strike.
Get 2 shots. But he
While
only
Donker's done the heavy
needs
lifting.
one to get the job done. Free throw.
That is it. Roll the credits. Man, the show is on. The star is Dennis Donker. That man needed an Academy Award for this type of performance.
Yeah, just wow.
My goodness. 21-18. Donker was 16 of those 21 for Riffa.
Just a gem of a game. And they left him a little bit of space early. He got hot. And again, I don't know if you want to call him a streaky player, but he streaked all the way to the end for sure.
That was an incredible performance. They won it because he lost it. If you get what I mean.
All right.
Dennis Donker just went bananas and won it before the limit. Credit to Ljubljana, who put up a fight, shot it well. Looked like a contender to play that well against Riffa, but the top dogs come out on top. Game 1 in the books. We'll get to some Pool C action up next. We got Paris and Chongming on deck from the dance.
And y'all see that QR code on the screen. Y'all can scan it, take out your phone, scan it, post your photo on the fan wall and your message to everybody here. Always great to see members of the audience on a big screen, and it's all about y'all on the fan wall. Oops. So y'all see that QR code on the big screen? Take out your phone, scan it, post your photo on the fan wall. We want to see your smiles. Let us know who you're rooting for. And send a message to everybody here. You can also check out the schedule of games as well as visit the official merch store by scanning the QR code. And once again, this is day one, session one, the FIBA 3x3 World Tour Amsterdam Masters 2024. And we got action-packed stuff happening here on the half court. We also got the women's series as well as the break dancing championship.
All right, two teams that have never met on the Pro Tour. Putty and Chongming. I think this is a tasty matchup. And as a matter of fact, if I had to pick a dark horse, Boz, I would say Chongming.
If they can gel, they are extremely dangerous.
Well, we haven't seen them at full strength as of yet. It's always either without Las Manas, without Mieses. Now they got a three-headed monster with the bully.
I'm curious, but look, I want to see first if this team, Paris, has recovered from what they did a week ago. I don't know if you noticed, they went to the Shanghai Masters, got to the finals, hopped on a plane, went to Germany, played a challenger on Friday and Saturday, won the challenger, hopped on a plane back to China, and played a challenger on Tuesday, Wednesday, got to the finals yet again. So they played 3 tournaments, they got the 3 finals in just 11 or 10 days, which is madness. Then they flew back to Paris, and then they came here.
That's a lot of work in a short amount of time, but they've had a limited amount of work on the World Tour this year. They've been in 3 events, and they've been into the final. Every event, Team Paris has made it to the final. They won one.
I think they are going to test to what the confidence of getting to an Olympic final can do to your team. They have been incredible. I mean, look, building up to the Olympics, they were already good. But they have sustained an extremely high level of excellence ever since that run.
Well, I would have thought that there would have been an Olympic hangover, but when they won in Lausanne, right after the Olympics, I said, man, there's no Olympic hangover with this team.
Nope.
They won the Lausanne Masters title, won the 40,000, and then proceeded to make the final in every event they played in. We will see if they're able to do it here in Amsterdam yet again. Stiff competition, though. Stiff competition. Batman, and the bully, Cameron Forte. We talked about DeMarcus Cousins earlier, and listen, I'm not comparing him to DeMarcus Cousins, but is there a more aggressive player in the post that plays with that nastiness than Cameron Forte?
Nope.
Okay.
He looks like he's trying to go through a brick wall every time he touches the Wilson, and he's got the teammates to now back him up.
And you know what his averages are, boss?
He's over 10, isn't he?
He's 9 and 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
9 points and 9 rebounds a game.
It's just insanity.
All right, so you throw that in the mix with 2 of the greatest to play with Las Manas and Mieses.
I love his game too, because he's got that lefty leaning, whatever float game he has. It's bully ball, but it's bully ball with a touch, right? But here's my question. Now they're at full strength. They got Milakovic in there as well, who is out. He's without his usual hairdo.
Yes.
But Milakovic, a long-standing 3x3 player, I'm sure he can adapt to whatever they need from him. But there's only one Wilson. Who's going to get it? Because I mean, Mies and Las Manas play well off of each other. They use a lot of movement, screens to try to get open. They dribble a lot. Forte needs the Wilson as well.
That's a great point. How do you incorporate him into the offense and utilize his skill without him dominating the ball? I think if his movement is good off ball, then he'll fit well with them.
Yes.
But the days of just throwing it into the post and letting your post man dominate, those are the days of old. I'm sorry, Boz.
Hey,
I'm sorry, man.
it might be the days of new as well. Just think of this. Think of this. I got a story for you.
All right, give it to me.
So there's a 35 and over 3x3 league in the wintertime here. And it's only a couple of weekends. So I felt like playing 3x3 again. So I called Jesper, I called Aaron, there's Jesper actually. There you go.
The job's in the building.
Yes, sir.
One of the legends.
Yep. So I called Jesper, I called Aaron, I called Stuart. I was like, look guys, let's play. 35 and over league. We'll just have some fun, take it easy. They're like, okay, who's our sub? We call Maxim Kovacevic. Maxim Kovacevic is our sub. So we got a former World Tour great with a former World Tour team stepping into the 35 and over beer league. And Aaron is supposed to enter us. We start and enter, and Aaron subscribes us into the elite category. So if we win, we get to a World Tour.
Oh, what? Did y'all win?
No, we still have to play.
Okay.
It hasn't happened yet, but it's quite the possibility. I'm very curious.
Boz, that'll be so dope, man.
Oh, no, man.
I wish y'all the best of luck.
I'm a little bit over 15 kilos away from a World Tour.
As much as I like having you here in the booth with me, I want to call one of your games again.
Oh, no. You better come to the local court. All right.
Anyway, Forte missing on the inside. We're underway. Game 2. Pool C action. Chongming and Buddy. Paris out to a 3-0 start, getting it done outside and inside. Liazes going against one of the best on-ball defenders, perimeter-wise, in the league, I would say, is Joko.
True.
Anyway, that action finished elsewhere. Joko with the rock now. Over to Frank Sigela, MVP of that Lausanne Masters.
Man.
He's going to knock down the deuce. Oui.
Lost Liazes like no Google Maps, huh?
Did he hit him with a little ooh-wee?
He bumped him a little bit.
There's Forte, see Forte.
Hey, look, we talked about a couple of big men in the game of 3x3 already, but just a quick point here. Would you say Jules Rambeau is now one of the more elite big men in the game?
I think he's completely underrated.
Very much.
I think we don't talk about Jules Rambeau enough. He was critical in helping Paris earn that silver medal in the Olympic Games. He doesn't demand the ball. He does everything that you need, and he's got a good hairdo. How can you not like the man?
Yeah, I'm talking, his trajectory of development has just been incredible to watch. From, him being a youth player in the Nations Leagues where I saw him first, and now him shining on a stage like this, being such a dominant force in the rebound. He never takes the ball one-on-one in the post unless he really has to, but he's such a good catcher on lobs. He rolls to the basket, and he actually enables Sigela and Suhard to do what they want to do.
Well, credit to Coach Kareem Sochu for finding the right mix of players to have the type of success that they've had this year. I do think that each guy, they shine in different areas, and it comes together to make a pretty strong unit. So far, they are the stronger of the two teams, a 5-2 advantage. Got 2 of the top 10 scorers all time. Liazes and Las Manas, Olympic champions in Tokyo. In 3x3's debut at the biggest sporting event in world history. If you're Forte and you join two Olympic champions, that's not a bad place to be in. Right now, still trailing. Thievery, give me those. Batman. Down low, right back, Las Manas. Turns the corner, got bumped.
Las Manas made his move. It's going to be on the body.
Didn't see, it's surprisingly, Chongming didn't advance out of the qualifying draw in Wuxi.
They got stunned by Dusseldorf and Leon Fertig, who went bananas.
14 points. Yeah.
Another player whose trajectory of development has been just wow.
But also they didn't have Las Manas, and he was the best player in the game at one point, and that makes a difference.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he's Batman.
We'll talk about Fertig when we get Dusseldorf on deck here, but I got him penciled in as newcomer of the year on your end of the year ballot there.
I actually, I think you like Fertig, and so do I. You've been telling me about Fertig for a while.
Yep.
When he scored 14, I immediately thought about you. I said, Boz told me he was coming.
Yep. Yep.
Back down to a 1-point game. Sigela. He had a certain je ne sais quoi on that shot. little extra magic to get that thing to fall in. 7-4 is the result. Pull up, hand up, shot off. I'll take that. The big man is grubbing. Now if you're Segala here, got ISO. I'd be attacking. I'd be attacking the bully. Oh, watch your step there, bully. Oh, in the face.
He put a cross on that Cameron Forte treasure map, huh? All right.
And Forte, all he could do was shake his head. He turned around and saw that splash. He said, oh, man. Now Rambo taking the Cam underneath. As Paris lead this thing 10-6. Forte moving some furniture down low. And he will respond. Rambo, he can shoot those.
The way Forte creates his advantage as far as physicality is incredible to watch. His footwork is sublime. You'd think he just bullies, right? But he turns his legs and his hips and his shoulders into weapons and makes sure he attacks the angles on the defender that it's hard to see. But well, it is a piece of beauty. Trust me.
No, you're right, and he's got great touch. But it's that body control. And if you look at him, he's not the biggest guy that you're going to see. He's not like he's 206 or but he's just got that will, that heart, that grit. He's going to get a rest right now. So the smaller lineup for Chongming. Looking at a 3-point deficit. Rambo from the elbow with Las Manos defending. Hugo drops it off. Rambo. No good. Ball stays with Green. Suhard with Miezis defending. We got a whistle elsewhere. It's so loud in here, I didn't even hear the whistle.
You're right. What do you think about the see-through screens going all around the venue?
I think it's dope. I think it's a vibe in here. I like the red accent lighting. It feels like a UFC like arena. It's cool. I'm ready for Bruce Buffer to say, it's time!
There you go.
Couple of fouls apiece, 6:10 on the game clock, body in possession. I heard Noah just give us a shout out. I don't even know. Where is Noah?
Down there.
You can get lost in
somewhere.
This. Okay, he's down there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. What's up, Noah? Mike Lewis in the building too.
Yeah.
And DJ Lass.
Yeah, doubles. MC Vidrock here as well. We got everything for you.
Oh my goodness. Dang, we got Lass and Lewis. Oh, it's crazy.
Mike said he had some Mama Piano songs for us.
Oh, did he?
He texted me. He's like, "What you need?" I'm like, "I need some of that. I need some of that stuff you brought last year." He's like, "All right, I got you. Don't worry."
That portfolio, that playlist is gonna be crazy up there.
Yeah, he's gonna have the crowd hype for sure.
Got a good one going on here. 1-point contest. Paris in front. A slender lead. Hugo. Suhar, lost the handle, but he had some help. Miezis, whistle. Man, it's been such a busy year, Boz, with the Olympics. We're already well past the midway point. 10th stop of the season. That'll culminate in Hong Kong.
The fact that you still know what time zone you're on is incredible.
Yes, it's. I got to pat myself on the back.
Yeah, please do.
But it's good to be busy, man.
I'll be with you for the last stretch of the season for most of the tournaments too.
I am looking forward to it. Yep. We still got Macau and Abu Dhabi, Manama, Neom, Shenzhen before the Hong Kong final.
Yeah, I'll skip Macau and Shenzhen, but I'll be there for the Neom, Abu Dhabi, and Manama Masters, and then the Hong Kong finals as well.
We're gonna have some fun then.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to show you Neom. You didn't go last year. I was there. Interesting.
I mean, it's like a. what is it, like a village, sporting village where we all kind of stay?
Yep. Yeah, Sporting Village, and it's you know, right next to the building project Neom out there. The sustainable, huge project that they're building out there. The line, the ski resort. I don't remember the name right now, but they got a bunch of stuff that they're building,
all right,
which is incredible. But look, I don't know if it's going to be as incredible as this venue, though. So.
Nah, I don't think we'll see anything like this.
You need some breakfast?
I have my coffee, and I gotta wait about halfway through my my baguette before I came over. Oh, we're good. Thank you.
They got us some fruits. They got us some drinks. Whenever I text them, somebody's gonna bring us some more food.
Oh my!
Look, I got it set up.
Don't spoil me. We got food.
Yeah.
We got. Oh, wait a second. What's happening? 12-10. 4.5 to go. If you missed game one, start off Pool D action, you missed an explosion from Dennis Donker with a 16-point outburst. But luckily you're here now. A lot more 3x3 action to come in the day. Segela drops it over, or tried to at least. They're saying Chongming ball. Segela's debating, and our officials are going to discuss whose rock that it should actually be.
I think Segela got stuck in between trying to score and then passing. Scoring might have been a better option because both players went to Rambo.
I'd say just go up with it.
Yeah.
Try to draw a foul, if anything, but that pass was too risky. Robin to Batman. Batman back to Robin. Miezis, Rambo got a hand up. Long rebound, lands in Miezis' hands. He'll kick it over to Batman, and his stroke was broke. Lasmanis will check out. Still fairly youthful. Lasmanis at 30, and Miezis at 33. They still got some years left. Oh, some young legs right there. Jules Rambo, two-handed smash. Rambo 26, by the way.
Yeah, he's got more years left, let's just say that. But I think what you alluded to, Lasmanis and Miezis is not done yet. The question is, what do they have to prove in the game? They've won everything.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Number one, when you win a gold medal at the Olympics, there's nothing that can top that. They're World Tour final winners. They're European champions. That's when they first hit the map here in Amsterdam, 17.
Yep.
Silver medalists at the World Cup. It's not a whole lot left that they would have to do. I mean,
I think they've won it all. And again, it's interesting to see how they adapt to not having that challenge anymore. I think they still have that fire, right? Yep. You can still see it burning, but they have to adapt to new teammates now every year. They they feature on Beijing last year, now on Chongming. It's interesting.
Pull up, two, corner.
Two off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound. And off the glass cash. With the hustle play.
There's the misses and assists right there. My sister Poonie Mac, Danielle.
There you go.
First time in Amsterdam. So good to see them in attendance. 14-11. Top two from each group advance. Just a reminder for you, as 8 will head to the quarterfinals tomorrow after a 12-game slate today. Segela gets some freedom and knocks it down.
All right.
What's that from? What's that
Braveheart?
from? Oh, cool.
Come on.
I couldn't get that one past you. They bust back. We got a shootout. Blow, blow. 15 up. Midi, no good. Segela will take the rebound. Merci. Makes his move. Up fake. Right back. Rambo on the cut, but you had to take that somewhere else, cut. Oh, Forte. There's this nimble-footed one. You talked about that footwork earlier,
I told you,
Boz.
that
Look
spin
at
move, a piece of beauty. He creates the contact, and when somebody's trying to cut him off, he spins away. Crafty player.
I like how Segala's taking it right at Forte, though. He ain't bullying Rambo.
No, that's a great matchup, and I think, again, Forte, just as much as we talked about DeMarcus Cousins exerting himself on offense and then maybe lacking the energy on defense, I think Forte might be in the same boat. I think he does more on defense.
I think he's going to have to do more on defense because he's got Miezes and Las Manis now, right? So the demand for his offensive output isn't as high. So he's got to commit more on the defensive end. The sprint to 21 is now turned into a sprint to 5 as we are to 16 apiece. This area, this is like, how do you pronounce it, Boss? Gashouder?
The Gashouder.
Gashouder.
There you go.
Yeah, Gashouder.
In the Westerpark.
Oh, I love it. Forte. Lefty, hook, good. Joko. Oh, look at the change of direction. Forte was not impressed. Got a hand on it. Miezes coming around, looking to take some ankles. Down. What? Almost was a dime. No dime time that time. Segala. Good defense. Now, Segala trying to get fancy with it. It's broken up inside. Buck and a half to play. Chongming at full steam for the first time this year. With all the stars in their cast. Joko with the D. That's the matchup that I really like to see. I like, it's a team game, but I like a little one-on-one sometimes. Boss, a little ISO between two great players.
Yep. And Miezes is walking away from that limping, though.
Yeah, I think he knocked knees with Paul Joko.
Yep.
But he's all right now. Quick hands, that's another good matchup.
I think this Paris team, maybe with the exception of Hugo Suhard, who tries hard on defense, but I think they're a very athletic and a very good defensive team. They can lock up.
I like Suhard defensively. Not in the post.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's got some gaps to his defense. I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but he's got some gaps you can attack. But I think all the other players can switch every single matchup. They got quick hands. They got the athleticism to challenge a lot of shots. This Paris team is very tough to score against. I remember, especially at the early stages of the season, Amsterdam, they really couldn't figure that out. Last year, mainly, too.
Yeah.
Last year, they had a big problem going up against the athleticism of Team Paris.
Paris again, their body of work this year, runners-up in Marseille. Won it all in Lausanne. And in Shanghai, they finished runners-up. So, not too shabby. So as we start making our way towards the end of the season, this is when that jockeying for position to qualify for the World Tour Final becomes the main focus. Miezes two-piece combo. 1916 Chongming. Oh, great finish from Rambo. Paris 9th in the World Tour standings, by the way. Chongming 22nd. I'm not sure what they've qualified for the rest of the year. They got some work to do if they want to get in that top 11.
So he's gonna make 2 shots here. You can seal the deal.
2 in front of Norris Miezes.
Would be considered a bit of an upset if this was a win for Chongming. Again, look, they got the players, but not the standing.
Yes, it's true. Not exactly an upset for me because, I did pick them as my dark horse.
Yeah,
But I get what you're saying. As dominant as Paris has been this year, they are not going to get off to a dominant start here in Amsterdam because Chongming has something to say about it. Chongming open up Group C action with a 21-17 W over the Frenchman.
21-17. Let's hear it out for Team Paris. And of course, make some big noise out for the winners.
So Chongming looking to click early, huh? Again, this squad's featured 2 Olympic gold medal winners from the last Olympic cycle, and Forte as well. And my doubts are if they could gel and if there was enough Wilson to go around for everyone, but they look good so far.
I'd say never worry when you got 2 superheroes. Yeah. Batman and Robin, man, they haven't been on the court together, and now we see what they can produce when they're at full strength. I'm telling you right now, look out for Chongming here in Amsterdam, y'all.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Anyway, we'll step aside for a quick bit. You know we got more action coming at you. We'll have a entertainment break after the Amsterdam Dusseldorf contest coming up. Oh, Amsterdam. Damn. Okay, that's on deck. Y'all stick around.
Voor Nederland. Dames en heren, laat je horen voor Nederland en hun gouden medaille.
Back to the action we go. Pool B, we got Amster. Damn, up on deck. Going up against Dusseldorf. And this is the Olympic squad, huh? There you go.
Well, we have been waiting to see Amsterdam at full strength since the Olympics. Of course, we did see them compete at the Europe Cup. But back on the World Tour, we'll talk about them in a bit. But Dusseldorf, who got off to a hell of a start in Wuxi, were undefeated.
Yes. Look, I like this Dusseldorf squad a lot. You know that, right? I mean, Fertig, we talked about him. He's had an incredible first season on the Pro Tour. First season on the pro circuit, I mean. I think Wendler's very solid. You know what you're going to get out of Bryant. I'm just wondering, when are we going to get the best version of Nicholas Kropp? Because he's the X factor. They are always very good day 1, and then day 2, they kind of come apart. Fertig can pull a big load, but he needs a secondary option. A consistent secondary scoring and creating player, and that's Kropp to me. And I think, again, he's got the talent. I need to see him do it, though.
We've been talking about Kropp's potential for a couple of years now. He's got great size. He's a gifted shooter, but you are absolutely right. Leon Fertig, we've seen the evolution. We've seen the growth. I love Wendler in the post.
Yep.
Love Bryant, two-way player. Kropp could be the difference maker. We just got to see it come together for him.
Yep.
Uh-oh. The people are on their feet.
There's the choo-choos.
We back in the damn. DJ Mike Lewis on the spins. I see you. Yes. So, the Olympic champions minus DeMeo van der Horst, who's playing for Team Utrecht.
Yep.
But everybody else is here. Big Drizzy. Jan Driesen, Manslaughter, Arvid Slaughter, big shots in Wuxi a little over a week ago, and your Olympic MVP is him, Worthy Dion. Team, the man is blowing bubbles. What is?
Look, a big lineup change compared to the Wuxi Masters just over a week ago. And look, That means a significant role change for Arvin Slugter, who's going to go from more of a screenner into more of a ball handling role, right? And again, we know what the lineups in Worthy are going to look like. There's going to be really Worthy-centric, let's be honest. They've tried to go away from that and using more movement to incorporate the other players as well, because they have realized, and I talked to Arvin earlier, they've realized that just going through Worthy isn't going to get them consistent wins. So you'll see them go away from that, and they'll have Jan eat, Julian eat, Arvin eat. But the biggest onus is on the role of Slugter, who changes with every lineup. If Worthy sits, he's the main ball handler. If Worthy's on the court, he's a screener, which is very, very difficult to play a role like that.
I completely agree. But I don't think that Amsterdam is the same, obviously, without Arvin. His understanding of how to play the game, his effort, coach on the floor. He's critical to Amsterdam's success and just how far they will get. So the veterans with Julian Jaring, Arvin Slugter. I guess we can call Drizzy a 3x3 veteran too, even though he's young. He's been playing at the youth levels for years now.
Yep.
And Worthy in his 3rd season. Started with Utrecht back in 2022. And I believe they made a run to the Utrecht Masters final that year, if my memory serves me correct. But anyway, made the transition over to Amsterdam last year, and has become the most dynamic player in the league. It's on game number 3 of the day. We got Amsterdam. Dusseldorf in front of you, the voice of the mountain on the mic. Let's get it. Windler tries to make the extra pass, but he's a smooth criminal. Julian Jaring, that is. Windler. Oh, no, sir. Nice defense at the rim. 30 ticks in. Arvin Maker. The ball fake had him lost, and he delivered the sauce from deep. 2-zip. Worthy. He wants to get in on a 2 action. They are spraying the place. Take cover. Amsterdam with a 4-zip lead. Fertig cross. Ooh, had Juice on his heels. He will not knock it down from deep. Slugter looking for Juice on the screen. We got a whistle. A foul, the first on Dusseldorf, who again made a good run from the qualifying draw. Nearly made it to day 2. Ended up losing their last pool play game against Amsterdam. So a rematch of that Wuxi pool play game that cost them a trip. Five-zip. Nicholas Crop. Bond says, when we gonna get a Crop sighting? Well, the stroke ain't stroking yet. Juice, had Fertig sealed. Took the young boy to school. This is how you do it. Fertig now, ISO with Jan. Down low, Windler's got the size advantage on Slugter. He will miss it. Slugter takes him outside, wants to feed it inside. That's a whistle though. Second foul on Dusseldorf. Amsterdam, one of our 7 different Masters winners this year. Haven't been as active after the Olympics with their full roster, I should say. Oh, Worthy, he's in his bag like DoorDash. 8-zip at the start. Fertig, high arc, no good. Oh, Worthy just playing with people. Whee! He just playing with people. 9-zip start in the damn Amsterdam. This guy is blowing bubbles, throwing no-look passes over his shoulders. You think Worthy's having a good time? Oh, Worthy. Oh, these goals ain't loyal. No, they ain't. Had that one roll out. But Amsterdam has come out and punched Dusseldorf squarely in the teeth. Got him up against the ropes, and it's only taken him 2.5 minutes.
The ball going back to Dusseldorf.
Your 3 Olympic gold medalists represented the Netherlands and lead them to that historic gold medal in Paris in July. On the court now.
The first score for Dusseldorf, 9-1.
Slaughter will find an open Worthy. Now, the man averaged 9.5 points per game last year, set a scoring record for points per game. In his action this year, Worthy averaging about 7.5, just shy of 8. So the scoring's down just a bit, but he's still the most dangerous offensive weapon in all of 3x3.
And the foul is called. And the first commercial timeout.
So, TV timeout. Dusseldorf do finally get on the board, but it's 10-2. This is how they built that lead. In their own backyard, comfy, cool, collected, taking shots and making shots. Worthy, Slaughter, Dries and Juice here in Amsterdam. Saw Amsterdam in Debrecen and Wuxi, but it wasn't their Olympic roster. They finished 7th in Debrecen and just finished runners-up in Wuxi with wasn't their A squad. Still a good team. They had Martin Bokanek on that squad. He was killing. Meantime, Fertig testing the ankles of Driesen. And Fertig will drop it off to Wendler. So Dusseldorf matriculating a few points, but they're going to need more than a few. Worthy navigating through the defense. There's a foul on the floor before the shot. 3rd on Dusseldorf. So without Worthy, this Amsterdam team was able to shot, and without Driesen as well, they were able to shot DeMarcus Cousins in Wuxi last week out there in China, en route to getting to the final. Patiently trying to get into the offense here. There's Worthy, he's down. Told me that he has had a little bit of a sore back this week. But he looks good to me.
So I'm saying that he and the team look good to start this off. So, you know, that back must not be bothering him that much.
No, he must have been just trying to throw me off and trick me. It's all right. Juice to the right elbow. Slaughter, lost his footing. Jarring. No, runner, no good. Wendler will make his move. He's got Jarring defending, but he's too big. And Juice is not a slouch defender. Wendler just was blessed with more size. Driesen no good on the inside. Nicholas Kropp has it poked away. Was a 9-0 start for Amsterdam. 9-zip. Since then, Dusseldorf have gone on a 4-1 run. They've shown some life.
I think Amsterdam knows, especially after the Wuxi Masters, that they can take and maybe...
Oh! Juice with the yamage!
To the dermatologist with a facial.
I knew he still had some juice.
More than a bit.
He almost got one in Wuxi last week, but he missed the dunk.
Wow. Juice just, and again, look, this is something he used to be known for, right? This used to be once every tournament. Now, as he's gracefully aged into the later stages of his basketball career, it's become more of a once every few tournaments type of thing. But the man can get up. He almost sat on his neck like a 2-year-old.
That's where I put my daughter.
Yes, exactly. Me too.
12-5. I want to see another one from Juice if he still got enough juice left for another one.
Well.
Anyway, Worthy caught tripping up Fertig. And again, when Dusseldorf shocked Chongming in the qualifying draw in Wuxi, they won their first 3 games. But Amsterdam beat them by 10 in their last pool play game, and Dusseldorf wouldn't play day 2. No qualifying draw here, just straight to the main draw, everybody. Drizzy, Slaughter, turns. Oh, took an extra step, didn't he? Yeah.
Looked like that double step back.
And look, he's arguing. When he looks back at the film, he's gonna be like, oh. But in the heat of the moment, he's like, come on, man. No, it was a trouble, bro. Definitely. Bertie trying to get tricky with it. But an offensive foul is called. Amsterdam with no more to give, and Dusseldorf with just a foul to give. And again, Amsterdam 6th in the World Tour standings. This will be their 6th appearance on the tour this year. Put a lot of their focus on the Olympics, which obviously paid huge dividends. Drizzy with the punish. Oh, 13. Taking the Euro step school.
Hanging and hitting, bring it around town.
Did you see? He threw it in slow motion. Just
told you, I like this Fatigue kid's game. He's got a knack for scoring, but he finds his teammates as well.
Man, he's only gonna get better and better. Got a rising star. Not afraid to put his team on his back. But obviously, looking at a 7-point deficit against the Olympic champions, I wouldn't say I like their chances.
No, and again, look, Amsterdam, and this game at 3x3 is all about mentality, right? They've taken Dusseldorf apart last week in Wuxi, and they know they can do it again, even though the lineup's different.
It's not even, they don't even seem to be going full speed. Worthy will miss that one. Crop hit the deck, no whistle, and out of bounds. But how has it been here in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, since that gold medal win?
I don't think I can explain this to you. It's been insane. Look, I think the game itself was on a Monday night at a time when not much else is on television. So I think 4 million people watched it live, which is nuts. And I've had people come up to me, and I'm talking, I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not close to the team like that. I've had people come up to me that I didn't know, even knew what 3x3 was, and they came up and said, hey, we heard you, we saw this, we saw that, we saw the guys, we knew you were active in 3x3 but in the past, like, are you connected to this still? It has exploded. Just the amount of people now that know about the game, that have gotten invested in the game. And for these guys as well, look, I walked around with Worthy, Arvin, and Jan earlier in the week to shoot some footage. And people were just coming up to him.
Oh, there's some footage. Rock the baby. 16-10. That got some oohs and ahs out of the crowd. Worthy with the reverse on the baseline. Now Drizzy. Man, they just seem so comfortable.
Yes.
No panic, no rush, just getting straight to business.
Yeah, and Worthy with the quick hands, too.
He's a thief. Slaughter, straight shooter, assassin. 18-10, Fatigue going to the spin move. Will he get it? That will count. Hell of a play there from Leon Fatigue. Here's a look at this cradle cram from Worthy de Jong. De Jong, number 2 in the world. Had a spell where he was actually the number 1 ranked player in all of 3x3. I think that's been since taken over by Doc Strange. Taken back by Doc Strange. Fatigue will misfire on the second free throw. We got a 6-point contest worth. Arvin against Crop. Crop says, I think not. Now Krop, lefty, stroke, Kona. And Dusseldorf not dead. One of the strengths of this team is their ability to fight behind the back. No. Worthy. He's a smooth criminal. Slaughter. No good. Right back though. Arvin cleans up his own mess. Finished what he started. A 5-point contest. Wendler will make it a 4-point game, but Amsterdam could win it with a 2-piece. It'll take them just one after Juice got great position. Converted into a score on the inside. Fertig, cross. He's out of there. Go, yeah! Fertig, bouncy too. Slaughter, no, Worthy, can't get the tip. Point game. Fertig, ISO, right wing, see you later. With the quickness, Fertig's a problem. Worthy is playing with his food. Bon appetit. One-legged fader to put it away. It was never close. Was never close. Amster, damn. Run away with it. 21-17 over Dusseldorf. 3 games in the books. And we just getting started. Wow. What a start to the day. 3 games in the books. They just blaze by. And Worthy's courtside, the mountain, Bas Rosendahl, is going to do a post-game interview with him and get his thoughts on the start to this tournament. So a Dutch legend with Bas and the newest Dutch star. Let's get it down courtside with Bas Rosendahl and Worthy de Jong.
Worthy, first of all, congratulations. First win to start your campaign out here in Amsterdam. But you know, I know you come from this city, and I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to be able to compete in a venue like this with your squad after winning the Olympic gold?
It sure does. I mean, the energy they bring, of course, is amazing. I know it's early for a lot of people on the weekend, but you can see it. We feel that. You know, as soon as we come out, you know, 3x3 United did an amazing job putting this all together. So yeah, we thrive off of this. This gives us energy. So amazing. Thank you guys.
Now, I know from personal experience from back in the days that when you play a tournament at home, there's a lot of things going on. Anything change as far as preparation for this one for you?
No. We just got to maintain our focus and not get distracted by, you know, everything that's going on around it. You know, there's a lot of media attention, you know, of course, not only because we won the Olympics, but also because it's in the great city of Amsterdam. So, I mean, it's we stick to what we know and we keep on building on that.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Dames en heren, geef ze nog 1 keer een applaus.
All right, highlights. You heard what Worthy said. Very humble. Staying focused on the task at hand. As an Olympic gold champion, the bullseye is on their back. No question whatsoever. We will get a chance for a entertainment break and get to our second women's game, as we'll see Katwijk and LTU. And we'll get back to the World Tour action about 12:50 local time. So that gives us about 40 minutes or so. And we'll get to Pool A action with Busan NE against Utrecht. That'll be followed by Radan Bauer's Hoptrans and Ljubljana. So 3 games down, 9 more to go. And we going up. So stick around. More to come in just a few.
Galaxy Watch 6 for you. I only have the 4. I only have the 4, so just letting you know if there's an extra 6 around. But anyways, let's get to the game. Let's do a little sample, all right, before we start, all right? So let's see, the wheel is gonna spin, and whatever it stops. All right, what do we got here? What do we got?